to Chuck's Diecast car and model reviews. Hope you're having a nice day. Today we're taking a look at this, of course, iconic car. This is the Lamborghini Miura. This particular model is made by Kyosho and is in 1/18 scale. You may recall that I did a review of a Miura a couple of months ago or so by Maisto, and you know, I decided to just go ahead and get a higher quality model of this car because, well, this car is deserving of it. You know, it is essentially the first supercar, and you know, I've seen several of these. I've actually sat in one, and you know, so I guess it is kind of a special car there. So let's go ahead and take a look at this particular car here, okay? Now you'll see here that the detail, it is, you know, as I said, a Kyosho, and it's very nicely detailed. You can see here that it does have a Bertoni badge. That is a badge, not a decal. So that is excellent. You can see here as well that the Campagnolo wheels are really, really nice. And look, you know, very sharp. And actually my sister has a set of Campagnolo wheels very similar to these on her BMW 2002 TII, so I'm kind of familiar with these wheels as well. And of course I've seen them on other you know, other Miuras in person. Notice that there is no badging or anything like that on the tires though. Center lock wheel nut is very cool as well, very sharp, and it looks very, very good. You can take a look at the front here and you'll see that again the Lamborghini badge on the front is a badge and not a decal. You can see the detail on the headlights there is very good as well. This is an early Miura, so it still has what's called the eyelashes around the headlights. I could have bought a later model version, you know, like the SV that they call it, you know, which is sort of the upgraded later version of this car, but it didn't have the eyelashes on it. I always like the eyelashes, so I bought this particular version. Detail on the front here, of course, is very nice. You can see the driving lights and the turn signals and all that sort of stuff, so all that looks very good. Notice as well as unlike most cars, this car does not have, you know, any sort of a chin spoiler or anything like that to reduce lift at the front end. And from what I understand, these things were pretty hairy at high speed because of that lack there. Also, actually, these headlights do pop up here as well, as you can see here. So that's pretty cool. That's not something you see in, you know, other, you know, less quality models there, so that's nice. When you take a look underneath the hood here, or I guess you would call that the front trunk, although there is no trunk, you'll see here that of course the detail in here is excellent as well. There's nice detail there on the radiator fans. There's a battery. Hey, they even have red and black battery cables. Spare tire looks good. Suspension looks good as well, and you can see here, I don't know if you can tell, but those are real springs there in the suspension, so that's very cool. Overall, very excellent in here as well. So, nice detail there, Kyosho. Okay, and let's see here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back here. And unlike a lot of other models as well, this Miura does have an opening trunk, which is kind of a pain to open, but there it is. You can see there that it is flocked, so good detail there, but I mean, it is a trunk. There's not much else to it, and frankly, it doesn't look like there's much room for your luggage either. The back end here looks very good as well. The badging here also is has relief to it, so it's good there. And then this sort of hexagonal mesh, which did carry on later into the Espada, I believe. Looks very good too. It's an actual mesh and not, you know, just embossed plastic there, so you can actually see behind it, and it looks very good. Okay, let's take a look at the underside before we take a look at the engine. You can see there the sump there for the engine, the exhaust, all that sort of stuff. The wishbones on the suspension. So not bad there, not super detailed, but still detailed enough. Okay, but yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the engine now, which is under the louvered rear glass, which all the cool cars had back in the day. Yeah, here's that transverse mounted V12. This is an early version of that engine, so the early versions actually shared oil with the transmission, which of course turned out to be a bad idea, so they got rid of that system relatively quickly and separated the two oil supplies. But you can see the detail there is pretty decent. Cool decals there on the air filters, or whatever you want to call them, and again, full range of decals there, and on there, and you can see here, you know, like an oiler radiator filler cap over here, and so again, very good. You can even see here the transmission there underneath the engine, so very, very cool. Now when you take a look at the inside, this is also very excellent. In fact, it's even better than the engine here. So let's go ahead and open this up and take a look. Okay, there you go. See? Very, very nice detail in there. The shifter is, you know, really detailed, really sharp. You know, I think that's probably an ashtray behind the shifter there, and you can even see a stereo in front of the shifter. The center console detail is very good. The steering wheel detail is excellent. Look at that. I guess that's a Nardi steering wheel, and that is made out of metal, so it does look really, really good. The dash and gauge detail is also excellent, and we'll go ahead and take a look at the seats there. You'll see that it does include seat belts, and the seat itself is it looks very nice too. And actually, as I mentioned, I did sit in one of these, and it is actually a very comfortable seat, and I'm over 6 feet tall, and I fit in it fairly well, so hey, if I had the money, I'd buy one. And of course, there it is from the other side, and you can see the little center console a little better, and the oh crap handle for the passenger there in the center console too. So again, really, really well done model. I really am happy with it. You know, I definitely recommend it. It was an expensive model. It cost, you know, a couple $100, but it's, you know, it's diecast, so you know, those of you who are diecast snobs and want metal, this is definitely a very good model to have. And you know, everything is exactly as I hoped it would be. So anyway, that is my review for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please like and sign up for my channel. Have a nice day.